Yo, what up? All right. We got another one from Kevin Hart.
Okay. The great Kevin Hart.
Yes.
Yeah, man. What we got?
This is white water rafting.
Okay. Another wild wilderness event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Never been.
No, I've never been whitewater rafting. Never been rafting. Never been any type of rafting.
Okay.
I don't know what other types of rafting there are.
Probably has a lot to do with your fear of water. You know what I mean?
My fear of drowning is a big part. Because if you raft, I've heard, you know what I'm saying, it could tip over and you can get stuck under the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you drown.
Yeah.
And that's a big problem. Or you can hit your head on a rock.
Yeah, definitely. I've never seen any straps inside of them, you know what I mean? So, definitely.
Yeah, you don't want to strap anybody in there.
Usually I think you're holding on to something, right?
Yeah, they want you to hold on. And you have a life jacket.
Okay, and you have a life
jacket. And you have a helmet.
Okay.
But that helmet doesn't cover, like, your face.
No.
But it covers your head.
It definitely does. Yeah, man.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, you definitely, are those adrenaline seekers?
Bro, yeah, I don't understand that. Like, bungee jumpers and you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I've done that.
Yeah, skydiving and rock climbing without like any type of harness or anything. Yeah, like I've seen them people's like, whoa, what do you? Or even like the parkour people that like parkour on the edge of tall buildings and shit.
Yeah, man.
It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Terrifying.
Is that necessary?
Yeah, adrenaline junkies.
But you saw that one dude that man, that was tragic. He was like hanging or something, doing I don't know what he was doing, and he fell. Okay. I don't know if he was parkour or what he was doing.
Yeah, man. Definitely, doing those type of things can get you killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And definitely, definitely. I guess. Adrenaline, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, that has to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Is it doing something that somebody has never done before that people want to do this? Or is it like, is it
just thrill seekers?
Yeah.
People seeking thrills.
Like, to risk their life. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the ultimate risk. I mean,
your
the
life.
Ultimate sacrifice.
People to risk your life. Yeah, you got people that risk their money all the time in casinos and shit. They be in casinos and shit.
But yeah, they
gambling their money away, risking their money, risking paying their rent and shit.
But to risk the flesh,
risk your flesh, to risk your life is
For what?
Yeah, people do. I mean, you got shark.
People that risking money in the casino is beneficial.
Isn't like
what is the beneficial factor?
Well, it pleases like some inner type of need you have, like to take that risk. I don't know. It's just crazy to me.
Okay. Well, let's hear Kevin Hart's story on this whitewater rafting.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story before I get ready to go. I'm about to do a show where I'm doing everything that they say black people are afraid to do. Like I'm bungee jumping, skiing, skydiving, eating dinner with my family with the TV off. Everything that they say that we as black people don't do, I'm about to do. So me, my wife, my boy Naeem, my friend Nate, we all in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm about to do a theater in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I was like, you know what? We're gonna go whitewater rafting. I was like, but listen, can't nobody act. We all gotta be ourselves. I'm gonna film it. That's all right, cool, it's gonna be all that. So we get there, this old lady was giving like the orientations, right? Basically, she was briefing us on what we should know when we're in the water, but she was an asshole. Like, she was such a jerk, man. Like, she had no patience at all. This is honestly how she was talking to us. She was like, everybody gather around, please. Today, you're not the only group. Today, listen up. Only gonna say it once, okay? First of all, if you fall out, people, don't stand up. Our people don't stand up because your face can get caused by something we call a face flood. You'll die. Your foot can get underneath the water. Rocks go on it, cause your face to go forward. Water goes over. You're dead. We had it happen. All right. Also, listen. Listen. You fall out your raft, people. You must be a part of your own rescue, meaning you must help us help you. all right? If you don't want to help us help you, you can help yourself. That's your choice. We've been paid, okay? That's all up to you at this time. And it said it, didn't say it. Oh, here it is. Last but not least, got a lifeline. Lifeline looks like this. Lifeline 7 feet long. If you fall out the raft, we can throw it to you. If you're at 8 feet, I suggest you get to 7. That's the only way we can get you back in. With that being said, have a good time. Enjoy yourself. So I turn around, everybody buckling their stuff up, they putting their helmets on. I was like, hey, y'all, look, you know, before we go do this, I just want to tell y'all, fuck this for real this time, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm not bullshit. She's talking about if I'm at 8 feet, I better get to 7. No, bitch, you better get to 8, okay? Like, all my life, they've been telling me I couldn't reach it because I was too small. Now you telling me you can't reach me? I paid for it. I start breaking down, right? Now, me and Naeem, we get in the front of the raft, right? We're here. My wife is here, my boy Nate is here, and Lance is all the way in the back. Now, for those people who don't know what whitewater rafting is, it's really dangerous. Like, the water's going like 40, 50 miles per hour. You're like a pinball in a pinball machine. Every time you hit a rock, ping, you bounce off. Bounce off. Bounce off. So we're in the water, but we're not doing bad. We're doing good. We're doing pretty damn good. We're going, oh, it's fun. Scary, but it's fun. We hit a rock, bounce off, I turn around, I don't see Naeem no more. Oh, shit. Where's Naeem at? I turn around, Naeem's foot is caught on the clamp on the side of the raft, and we're dragging him, like, but he's so scared he's not blinking. He's just looking at me like this. So he was like, pull me up, man, pull me up, pull me up. Now, I couldn't pull him up because I was laughing. Like, you ever get that laugh where you get that cramp? Like, you know what I'm talking about? He said, pull me up. I can't, man, I got a cramp. He's like, pull me up. I was like, I'm serious, this shit hurt like hell, man. Your eyes, you ain't blinking. Blink so I can stop laughing, right? So he blinked, so I stopped laughing. I get him back in the raft, like, yo, that's it. Take me back. I'm not doing this shit no more. Lance was in the back. He was like, yo, y'all better focus, because Hellhole is coming up. Hellhole was a waterfall that's probably like from that balcony to the floor, right? But it goes straight down. The only way you get out of Hellhole, you got to ride the wave. You don't ride the wave, you get stuck in the middle. They got to come and chopper you out, because all the water gets to flood your ass, so they got to get you out, right? I start talking shit. I'm so small where I can lean on the front of the raft like a hood ornament. I was like, fuck Hellhole. Ah! I didn't want to do Titanic. I wanted to be original. Ah! So Lance like, I'm serious. Focus, y'all. Focus. We go down Hellhole. Lance was like, everybody paddle, paddle, paddle. We all started paddling as hard as we could. It did not look like we were going to make it outside of Hellhole. So we all locked eyes at the same time. Everybody jumped out the raft. We all jumped out. I saved myself. I didn't give a fuck about nobody. My wife, nobody. I got to a rock. I turned around. I saw my wife doing some weird kind of doggy paddle trying to get to me. But when I saw her, I didn't want her to see me see her, because then she would want me to get back in the water and go get her. I wasn't going to do it. So I turned around this way and act like I never saw her. She's like, Kevin, help. I'm like, where are you? Where you at? Now, she finally got to the rock. This was the second time that I left somebody for dead and they survived. Once again, it was an awkward moment. I didn't know what to say. I was like, hey, look who made herself a swimmer. Huh? She didn't want to hear none of that shit, right? So she gets on the rock. Nate gets on the rock. Lance is like a Marine. He got his paddle in his mouth, his cast out the water. He's doing a doggy paddle with one arm. He gets on the rock. I'm like, okay, where's Naeem? It's like my best friend. I'm worried right now. I'm like, Lance, where my friend at? He's like, yo, don't worry. He's underwater. He'll pop up. What you mean he'll pop up? Like he gonna pop up dead? He's like, well, if he is, we can bring him back. I like, wait, what? What do you mean? We can bring him back, man. On cue, Naeem pops up, right? He's so afraid when he pops up that he's not moving his head. He's looking straight ahead. He's got his life vest and his paddle like this, and he's just looking straight ahead and blinking. He blinking a whole fucking lot. That's how I knew he was scared. Sweetie, like right where you are, that's where Naeem is. I'm like, yo, turn on your stomach, get to the rock. I know he hear me because he blinking, but I'm like, I hope he not trying to give me like a Morse code or some shit like that, because I don't know Morse codes, right? So I'm like, yo, turn your stomach, get to the rock. This asshole keeps floating past the damn rock. I'm like, what are you doing? He started waving his paddle in the air. The reason why he's waving his paddle in the air because he wants somebody to grab his paddle and pull him up. So Nate was like, throw him a lifeline. I was like, what if we need it? Let him deal with this situation. So he's now doing this with his paddle in the middle of the river, going back and forth because he wants somebody to grab him, pull him in and raft. And like I said, we're the only black people there. All the other white families that were there are like semi-pros. They do this all the time. They're like professionals. Some parents were like using their kids as paddles. They were doing tricks. Like, it was serious. I'm real serious. Now, Naeem is a Muslim. He's been a Muslim his whole life. A serious Muslim. Like, not a half-ass Muslim. Like, he one of them Muslims that read the back of packets. You know what I'm talking about? Like, hey, man, you want a Starburst? Here, let me see the packet. Give it to me. Let me see it. Read that. Look, that's pork right there. I told you, man, that's pork. This is why I tell a story. He's in the middle of the river, waving his paddle back and forth. This white guy's going right towards him. The white guy smacked his paddle out the way. Move, man. You messing up the trail. I saw this with my own eyes. Naeem, without hesitation, he was like, Jesus, please help. He didn't even ask Allah for help. He went straight to Christianity. I told him he was a phony. He should eat a pork sandwich and kill himself immediately.
Stupid.
See, that shit is dangerous as hell.
Yeah, man.
That shit is dangerous.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I was thinking, man, the closest I've been to probably whitewater rafting would be like, you know, like that Six Flags Fiesta Texas ride. You know what I mean?
Oh, when it goes down the thing,
yeah,
like the water goes in your face.
Yeah.
It's not like rafting, nigga. That's like a slide. Yeah.
You know, other than like tubing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, tubing, but that's the lazy river. That's a lazy river.
Oh, man.
Rafting is.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga said something about floodhead.
Yeah.
The nigga, if you don't stand up because you'll drown.
Don't stand up because you may fall forward and then water may go open.
And it's called floodhead or something.
Yeah, it sounds dangerous, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I imagine, you know, rapids, you know, is very similar to like the ocean. Pretty, you know, 6 feet, 7 feet out, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? At that point, maybe not as intense as the ocean. I mean, or as rapids would be, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very similar, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, all that stuff. He said what do you say, like, parachuting and all that stuff, man. Like, you can't do that, man.
Yeah.
Can't do that, man.
Yeah. Parachuting would be one I would think I would want to do, but, you know, getting to that point, you know, just having to jump out. And, you know, like I said, we ride in planes all the time. Just imagine the door opening and being like, hey, got a parachute, go. You know what I mean?
No, it's different. Like, yeah, riding planes, but
And that's probably why I imagine the very first time is you have to jump with somebody, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would have to jump with somebody. Because I don't want to panic and forget some shit. I need to see how the shit's done. I'm like,
look around and black out 10 seconds in.
Yeah, black out. Fuck around.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard a lot of people like black out. You know what I'm saying? Have heart attacks. Like, you know what I mean?
I can see that shit happening to me. I black out.
Shock.
I jump out the plane. Nigga, they like, this nigga, that's it. Yeah. Exactly.
Hit a bird or something. You know what I'm saying? Hit something.
I'm gonna need somebody to come in there. Somebody gonna have to come in there and save me like James Bond style with a parachute and pull my shit for me. That shit can happen easily.
Yeah, and you probably gotta be highly trained to do that.
To do what?
To go save somebody that's parachuting going down. Like, imagine an untrained person. Like, oh
yeah, I wouldn't, nigga. If I saw you, I got it. Don't worry, I got it.
That's Frank.
I got you.
Nah, man.
Hell no.
Without a doubt.
Take a highly skilled. A spy or some shit. One of them type niggas.
You know, just
I've seen
anybody
that's. You've seen it like on YouTube and stuff. People say to people.
Yeah, exactly. And those definitely, it's not their first time. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Like I bungee jumped before, man. And I told you that was pretty terrifying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I went up there with one of my homeboys. We were at like think we're at like Six Flags or something, man. And they put us in these harnesses, right? And they laid us like they put us in these harnesses, laid us on our stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like suspended in the air. We're probably like 2 feet above the ground, and then they like raised us to like 4 feet.
Okay.
All right. And so there's this big long cord that's in the back somewhere.
Okay.
They told us before we landed that we had to pull like a certain ripcord behind us, and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? We're just like, okay. You know what I mean? And so they float us up there. And I'm thinking like 1,000 feet. It's like over the cliff wall. It's as high as
1,000 feet? It was 1,000 feet?
I don't know. It had been high in the air, bro.
Like how many stories do you think?
Man, I had to be at least 100 stories up.
It was not no damn 100 stories up. Nigga, what the fuck?
It felt like 100 stories up.
They ain't got no motherfucking building 100 stories at Six Flags Astroworld.
I said it felt like 100 stories, bro. It felt like I was highest that I've ever been. You know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like. Looking out a window, you know what I'm saying, somewhere. I had at least been 60, 30 stories up maybe.
Nigga, what are you...
I don't know.
You know, how many feet you talking?
I don't know. Hey, man. Hey, I'm just thinking like 30 stories stacked on top of each other.
Talking more than 1,000 feet.
I know.
Bro, is that more? I don't know.
Yeah, I've been in the tower, you know what I'm saying? But it was high, bro. That shit was high. You know what I'm saying? Higher than any roller coaster they had at that bitch. So I'm gonna put it that way.
They have nothing 30 stories.
I understand that.
Except for like the dungeon drop where they like drop your ass.
Imagine something like that, but just imagine suspended at the top of that by a cord.
You wasn't. Never mind. Okay.
I said just imagine that. It may have been that high. I don't know. I just say I don't know. But yeah, it was terrifying, bro. But the most terrifying thing was that they had two. Like, you know what I'm saying, 14-year-old kids, you know what I'm saying, at the time, like, suspended up in there, you know, and you had to pull something behind you, like, I didn't even know. My homie was like, man, he's like, where's it at? And I'm like, man, I don't know, man. He said it's behind us somewhere, man. We're sitting there looking over the whole valley, you know what I'm saying? And it's just bananas. And I'm just like, all right, man, it's somewhere back here, man. I'm just like, and I'm hoping to pull the right thing. And it was a little ripcord, and we were just gone after that. And, you know, it was definitely, I didn't black out, you know what I'm saying? Definitely enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? It was adrenaline, you know, pumping through the veins, you know what I'm saying? It was intense. It was intense. It was intense, man. It was intense. You know what I'm saying?
Heard too many times where the cord snapped.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him off cliffside and stuff. Yeah, like, definitely that could have happened.
Even like the damn...
I could have put something wrong.
Even like the damn roller coasters, like at the theme parks. Like I've seen like videos where the shit flies off the track.
Oh yeah, man, it's terrifying.
You risking your life with that too.
I know. I stopped riding roller coasters, man. I've stopped riding them. I think it's been probably about 6 years or 7 years since I've been on a roller coaster. But honestly, I think it's probably been longer than that, man.
It's been since they took Astroworld away. Last time I was at a roller coaster, I think it was like when Astroworld was here.
Yeah.
That's been like 10 years or some shit.
Yeah, man. I'm terrified, man. Like think about it. I mean, do they still build roller coasters? You know what I'm saying? Most roller coasters, I'm thinking,
yeah, they still
15,
build them.
10 years old. You know, at least the good ones.
And they still got them damn carnivals that travel around, and they got the rides. I don't fuck with them either.
Nah.
They decapitate too many people. I've seen it. For real. They take heads, man. Them rides. I don't know why them rides always target heads and shit.